Welcome guys, this is Alex for the Coaster Spot and we are here at Wildwater Kingdom at Dorney Park, the free water park that's included with your admission to the amusement park. We're going to go ahead and show you all the rides and attractions and some slight opinions, not a full review, but yeah, let's go ahead. And really quick thing is reservations are required currently, and as soon as those go away, if it happens during the 2021 season, I'll put a note down in the description below. First thing you're going to see is the gift shop, of course, where you can buy a swimsuit if you forgot one, or all their Wildwater Kingdom merchandise, also the subway. But before is the second wave pool, which is the one that seems to be open currently. We have not seen the other wave pool, which is the bigger of the two, open yet this year. And a really cool little hidden gem back here. Let's go check that out really quickly. Here's the Oasis, which is their own little bar here that has their own brews, brewed by a local company in the Allentown area, and they also have live entertainment this year now, the Coastal Currents, so that's a lot of fun.
I like how it's gated and someone's actually standing to make so kids don't go in. As the little kid just walks in, never mind.
Yeah, I think they're just like letting you know the deal. Like lots of water parks these days, they do have cabanas, and they're located right to the right and left of Wildwater Cove. Although not that many of them. After you pass through the changing area, it's the rocker run to the left. These are all day, and we'll tell you the price in a minute. To the right is Lightning Falls. This is a pretty cool tube slide. And then in the middle is Cascade, that double dip. Later in the video, way later in the video, it'll show you where you actually enter it. It's on the other side of the park. It's very weird. But you can actually use this as a kind of a cross-through to over there if you exit the other way when you get off of the ride. So a standard locker is $25, a large is $35, and a jumbo is $50 for the day. Tidal Lake Cafe is our favorite place to eat here in Wildwater Kingdom. It's the newest eatery. It's a really cool barbecue and sides. Beef brisket is my recommendation. Next up is pizza. Papa Luigi's. Pizza, cheesesteaks, boneless chicken wings. Over here is Runaway River, the first lazy river we're coming across. This is actually the original one, and it's probably the better of the two. Unfortunately, we have not seen it open this year, and we'll provide any updates down in the description below if we see otherwise. And over here is Jumpin' Jack Splash. This is a smaller body slide with 3 slides, 2 that are open and then 1 that it's enclosed. They're actually pretty thrilling for all ages, not completely boring for adults, but a good in-between from the other body slides. And over here is their mat racer, the Aqua Racer. 3 dips, pretty standard. You race your friends and come down to the end. And over here, there are 3 more places that you can grab some food. But first, here is the original wave pool. It dates back all the way basically to the park's opening back in 1985, I want to say. Again, this is something that we had not seen open yet this year in 2021, but we'll keep you updated. And over here is Smuggler Snacks, basic burger fries, chicken strips, and crab fries. No cheesesteaks over here, though. One of the oldest slides in the park are the speed slides. These date back to the 80s, but they have been replaced since then, so they actually are pretty smooth for body slides. Sometimes these older body slides are very rough, but no problems here. So, fun time. The newest slides at the park, but not the newest attraction, are the Snake Pit. These are those drop pod slides where you sit in the capsule and then the floor just drops out below you. Super terrifying to some, but one of my favorite slides in the park. Down from the speed slides is the second lazy river, Wildwater River. This just goes around the island that has the newest attraction over there, which we'll show you in a moment. It's fun, but as I said, I suggest you do the other one if you only want to do one. Snake Pit is also made up of tube slides. We're gonna go show you the entrance for both attractions, the drop pods and the tube slides. There are 3 tube slides. 2 are just a tunnel slide with really cool rainbow effects inside where the light kind of shines through. One has a double dip, one has a single dip after all the turns and twists. And one is called Constrictor, which is, it's really hard to explain. It's basically in the dark, and it has sections where the tube like expands and then gets really tight. So you get a little burst of speed, and then you kind of like hump back up into the tube or into the slide. They're fun. Also, there is Boa Blaster, the aforementioned 2 tube slides. Over here, we're gonna head over to the island, the new Seaside Splashworks. After we head up to this section of the park, this is where the park does not become circular. It's a little bit of a dead end over here. There are 2 kids area here, more focused for toddlers and babies and young kids, but you have this one here, Kids Cove, with the octopus and submarine, which is pretty cool. And then Lollipop Lagoon, which we'll show you now. Now here is Aquablast, the park's family raft ride. This thing is one of the best slides in the park, most definitely. You need at least 2 riders to ride this. You cannot ride it alone. But yeah, very tall. It's about 80 feet tall, about 700 feet long, and fun time. One of your favorite ones here? Yes. And then Cascade. This is the one we were talking about almost all the way at the beginning of the video, with the double dip in the middle of the 2 Lightning Falls slides. So yeah, this is where you get it. It's basically they wanted to split off the entrance years and years ago, and this was the only way to do it. It used to just go in the same entrance as the other 2. So there we go. Over here, we have another tower slide that we will see later on. The red, white, and blue ones over there, we're not talking about those right now. We'll talk about those in a moment. But here is Wildwater Rapids, the yellow, blue, orange, and green body slides. A little bit of a step up from Jumpin' Jack Flash, but a step down from Snake Pit, of course. 2 of them are enclosed, 2 of them are open, and we get pretty good speed on these. They're not too bad. They're fun for a ride or 2. So here you go. Yay. Whee! We come back down this way. Kids Cafe has hot dogs, nachos, mac and cheese, all kid food. So if you want to head to the right, this will bypass the island that has Seaside Splashworks, but we're gonna head up there. And looks like the alternate entrance allows stroller and ADA. But let's go show you the brand new attraction for 2021. This was, of course, delayed a year, but it's now open and it looks fantastic. It replaced an older water attraction of the similar sort from the late 90s that didn't have any slides. So much of an improvement. Also has a new splash pad down here. We're gonna show you a hidden gem if you want to have a lot of peace and quiet and just let your kids run around on a splash pad. We have the hidden location that you will absolutely love. But let's go ahead and check this out and check out that bucket. I love my buckets, don't I?
Bucket enthusiast.
A bucket enthusiast. This is gonna be our first time actually trying out Seaside Splashworks. Any reaction? No. Not excited whatsoever. She is excited for where we're going tomorrow. We're going to DreamWorks Water Park at American Dream, so definitely subscribe for more videos. This is definitely a different feeling than any one we've ever done, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it or not, but lots of stuff to do, like, well, that doesn't work. So that's not great. But as you can see, there are like 5 or 6 different water slides, all very short, obviously, for the littlest of kids, but a little bit bigger than the Kids Cove and the Lollipop Lagoon. Coming from the other exit of Seaside Splashworks, here is Patriots Plunge, that red, white, and blue slide that we were talking about earlier. These are actually really similar to the ones over at Snake Pit, the boa constrictor and boa, and yeah, they're very similar, except the one doesn't have the flare outs in the turns, but the yeah, one's in the dark tube slide, and the other 2 have some turns at the top, and one does a double dip and one does a single dip. So these are fun, and they usually don't have as much of a line as those other ones because they're in a very far off area that doesn't get a lot of traffic. Here is our last attraction in the park, Splash Landing, very small splash pad, and this is our hidden gem of where it can be kind of quiet because there's not a lot of seating. It only has this small splash pad. We go here quickly and put our stuff here. We don't stay long, so we're not taking space up for families, but this is a great place to relax and just let your kids run around for hours, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so Wildwater Kingdom, how does it stack up to the other parks in the area? Well, here's the thing. It's nice that's included with the amusement park. You do not get that from Six Flags, of course, of Hurricane Harbor. And there are a bunch of other water parks that are very good, but are also, you know, do not include the amusement park as a bonus. You know, places like Camel Beach, Mountain Creek. Am I missing any?
No. The indoor ones.
The indoor ones. But then there's also Hershey that's also included with the admission. Problem with Hershey is there's some pros and cons between the two of these. The one con I'd say about this one is that it's got a lot of older slides. This is one of the first water parks in America. It goes back to 1985, and it's got a lot of stuff from that era. You know, the newest slide is the Snake Pit, which was from about 5 years ago or so. And so that's the most modern thing they have is the drop pods. You're not going to get any fancy funnels or toilet bowls that Hershey has, but you do get a lot to offer, whereas Hershey's water park is very small. It only has basically 3 slide towers, that's it. So there's more to do here, but it's not as interesting. So it's a give or take, I'd say. Both are going to be very busy regardless in the summer. So get here early, and my advice is to definitely do Aquablast first or Lightning Falls, and yeah, just do the slides as fast as you can and then relax in the lazy river and wave pools. So hope you enjoyed this tour. This has been Alex for the Coaster Spot. We do lots of tours of water parks, amusement parks, and other attractions in the amusement industry. So like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.